episode 28 of the PenguinSoup podcast. My name is Jenny, also known as PenguinSoup, and today is Tuesday, November 5th. Yeah. It's been a while. The last episode I did with Ellie, and then I had it lined up to do another podcast with someone else for a giveaway, but that's on hold for now, so that'll be awesome and coming up soon. I'm trying to get back onto a regular podcast schedule, regular VKN schedule, regular update schedule. More about that later. So I'll just kind of get into it, and it's just chilly in here, so I may grab my shawl. Finished objects. I have some! Can't really okay. I'm gonna be sneaky about it. So I remember I showed you these purple socks. I designed the pattern for them. I'm calling them the Despicable Spiral Socks. I'm only going to show you the bottom, and here's two. They exist. Actually comment if I'm too off kilter. I have it set up kind of funky. Hold on. Because I gotta be able to see myself and see what I'm showing you, because the camera doesn't have a screen in the front, so I have to use a mirror, and you can see my pretty bookshelf, so if I'm too off to the side, let me know. Oh, that made it worse. Ha! Whoop. There we go. That's better. Okay, so here is what the yarn looks. Ooh, that color is terrible. Okay, I need to work on lighting for next episode. I am sorry. It's not so bad. I mean, I remember it was like bright yeah, okay. I'll work on it. I'm sorry, guys. But my bookshelf looks pretty. I cleaned it for you. Okay, so the color looks better back here. It's my Despicable, which is more purple. It's coming out kind of gray and black, but that is, wow, that looks black and white. It is purple. Maybe I can fix this. Hold on. Hold on, let's see if this works. Ooh, wow, that is actually terrible. How's that? Is that the color better? Not quite. That's really bad. That's gonna blind me. Okay. That was the light I used for my taking pictures in my light box. I have spots. So I'm sorry the color's not showing up. I will do my best. So here's two. It's finished. They're gorgeous. I love them. I'm looking for testers. I'll talk about that later as well. I have also finished, they're dirty because I've worn them and washed them like 2 or 3 times by now, my Boo socks. They're striping socks made out of my PenguinSoup yarn as well. It is on the Falkland bamboo base. So soft. I think this might be my new favorite base right now. It's so soft and squishy, and the bamboo works just as nylon, so they're strong and they're not going to wear super hard. And it wicks away smell because of the bamboo, and love it. The way the yarn took up color is this turned out more gray than black and the orange, and it's kind of a variegated, so it's not really white, but it's more kind of marbled looking. I actually really like it a lot. I love these socks. So here's they are, and they're perfect matchy. Look at that! Woo! And there's that. Both of them are done on my 9-inch circulars. These ones are on 2.5 and the other ones are on 2.25. The pattern is going to be for sale, that's why I'm not showing it. I'm going to get some testers and get it ready to go, and then I will put it up hopefully in November. We have whips. I am currently working on, for the Rainbow Cow, which I will talk about later as well, my Hitchhiker. I have the tag. Here we go. Mad Color. Fruity Oaty bar. Come on. You know you want to. There you go. Sorry, I'm apparently kind of shaky. There we go. So there's the info. And it's really big. It's huge. Colors again are not showing up. It's a little more accurate all the way over here, because that's where the light is. But they're so vibrant and beautiful. And I think I had 13 or so last time I showed you, but I think I was about here. I now have 25, and it's getting kind of slow, but I'm enjoying it, and it is in my favorite bag right now. My Will Sunday bag, Halloween bag. I have actually ordered another Wool Sunday bag because it was Halloween-y and on sale and I had to have it. And I love it, and I have a project that I need a bigger bag for. I started a pair of socks. They Catch the Rainbow Socks by CC Almond in this. But her pattern is too pretty and this yarn is too marbly and it wouldn't show the pattern off. So I decided not to, and I decided that I'm actually kind of getting tired of socks. I know, right? So I'm going to take a small break from socks, work on my shawl, and I'm going to just do this for the cowl. I'll talk about the cowl in a sec too. I also have, I have so much to show you guys. It's been so long. In my Fruity Oaty Bar Firefly bag by Despicable from the Mad Color Club, a pair of socks. Well, I didn't really call it that. A teeny tiny toe. Itty bitty. Like, there's nothing there really. I have the tag for that too. Regia Aquarius color. So it's going to be like this. Come on, focus. And those are going to be for hubby, hopefully for Christmas. I'm probably going to do the So Square sock pattern again because it's really interesting, it's really simple, I don't have to pay attention to it. I think that and probably the pattern I just designed are my kind of favorite go-to patterns for on the go because you don't really need a chart, you don't have to pay attention. Once you do it, it's super easy to memorize. Like everyone's like, oh, monkeys, I have that memorized. I have made 2.5 pairs of monkeys. I can't memorize the chart. It doesn't click with me, which is really kind of crappy. So, yeah, I think those would be So Square socks because they're awesome. I love that pattern. I don't remember who it's by either. Sorry. What's next? Spinning! Ah! Actually, let's go to what's next because, okay. So what's next is a scarf from my friend Gord out of, And Now My Watch Begins. I have 2 balls of it. This is going to be like my 4th time starting it. First time the gauge was too small, second time the gauge was kind of off. And I switched how I was going to make it. The next time I went up and it was okay, but I didn't really like it. So I actually did Judy's Magic Cast on, and I was going round and round and kind of treating it like a sock but no increases. And it was okay. But I think I decided that I want to try and learn to double knit and do this double knit. So we will see. So here's that. So that's what I'm working on. Spinning! I have spinning to show you! So I am spinning for my sister-in-law's Christmas present. I'm going to make her that hot water bottle cover, and it is out of, I don't have the tag for this one. It is out of Wedding Orchids from Unwind Yarn Company, and this is the 100% Superwash BFL. So here, I have 1/2 of it. I spun singles, and then I wound it off into a cake, and then I plied it back on itself, so I didn't have to worry about little ends. And it's a lot more pink than this. I'm trying to spin it at like an Aran to worsted weight. It's not really working. When I first started, it was terrible. It was thick slubs. It's super like cobweb lace, and it's hard to spin thick. I'm getting really good at the cobweb and the thinner stuff, so yeah. There's not too many coils or anything. It's okay. It'll be whacked and it'll be fine. So there's that. And I'll show you, whoops, wrong way. Here's the other half. What I did was I separated it in half and then I rebraided it just so I could kind of keep track of the other half of it because I do have this color it's floating around because I was going to make a shawl out of it. So this is going to be the 3rd time spinning this. So after I'm done this, I have another 3/4 to do of like a super fine lace weight in the same color. I think it's in Polworth or Corriedale though, so it's okay. I'm enjoying it. I miss Peggy. Oh, and Peggy's fixed. Yay! Let's go to review. So for my review, I have Ply 2 Color. I do have those other books from Cooperative Press. I'm trying to get it to work out. My iPad is having issues with me, so I'm working on it. I have iPad 1, so it's slow and crashes and is kind of terrible. So I'm not done reading this yet, but I'm really liking it so far. So it's on color. They did a thing on chain plying or Navajo plying and how to keep the colors together or make a self-striping with it, which is really great. How to properly do it so there's no weird bumps. And they also talked about whether or not where the little chain meets, if that'll wear out, if that wears out in your heel for if you knit a sock with it. And she did tests and said that it doesn't really make a whole big difference, which is really great to know. And there's a whole bunch of tips. And I found the it's not a review, like the tutorial on chain plying was really great. Then there's an article on sampling colors and how you can start with a bunch of colors and get to the end, and I don't have a blending board, so I kind of skipped over it. I mean, I read it, but I just kind of glossed through it because it doesn't quite apply to me. And then there was how to make basically stress on your wrists and hands easier if you're spinning and plying and blending and everything. So that was really good. And then there's a Spin It, Maintaining Color Changes and Plies, which is a really good article. I'm in the middle of it now, and how to take a color changing braid, like these gradients, and then keep them, make 2 singles, and then ply together, and how to get them to be consistent like that without just doing chain ply, so like a true 2-ply, which is really interesting. Really great quality articles this time. I mean, the last time was really good too. This time just seems a little more put together, but it is the second, so they have learned a whole lot, and you can definitely tell it's a great magazine. And then here's the shawl you can make out of your color change yarn, which was awesome. I love how they have how to, like a tutorial, and then a pattern. I think that's just great. There's very few ads, which I love, and they said that they have, I think, 13% or something, which is great, and it's one of the quality stuff that I'm actually interested in that actually applies to spinning. Then there's more information on bats and carding bats. I'm still scared of spinning with bats. How to make striped bats, combining stripes and layers. And then there's a Spin It for spinning across the top beyond striping. I'm not quite sure what this is, but oh, I think it's keeping color changes and changes of the top, like when you have like a pink stripe and then a blue stripe, how to get all the pink and then all the blue before you mix and muddle up your colors. It's all about keeping colors vibrant or doing what you want with colors, which is great. Talking about Live with Color, the history. I love the history parts of the these magazines. Like they have, I'm a big history buff, so here's like some textiles and the colors and what made up the colors and when they came around, and about dyes. I love that. The history bits are probably my favorite part. Then there is the tip jar with a whole bunch of tips from other knitters and spinners, which I think is fantastic. I think I saw JC post on Facebook, or Ply Magazine, I guess, posted on Facebook asking for tips, and I thought that was fantastic. There's an article with different people's opinions on pre-drafting, which I haven't gotten to, but I'm really looking forward to this article, because some people are like, oh, pre-draft, you have to do it, and some people don't care about it and they don't do it. For what I'm spinning now, I'm pre-drafting because I'm terrible at spinning thick. When the other one I'm spinning, I'm not pre-drafting, I'm just going. And that works for me. So I'd actually like more information on what it does, why to do it, which is great. Then there's an article on Jacob, the Jacob sheep, and the history of it, and the standards of it, and comb samples, carded samples, lots and lots of pictures, which is fantastic. Then there's Spin It and Knit It for fiber study on Jacob, which is really interesting, with a gorgeous blanket that is right here. Boop. And a fiber guild, the Fiber Guild of Pittsburgh. There's an article on them, which is really interesting. I wonder if there's a fiber guild in Winnipeg. I should probably check that out. Oh, also, if you're a Winnipeg viewer, let me know in the group. I want to do like a hangout, but I don't think there's many Winnipeg peoples around, which is sad. Then there's some information on nomads in fiber, and then fractals in fiber, so how to like fractal spin and what fractal spinning does with color, which I love. I love fractal spinning. It's fantastic. So here's the picture of it. Fractal spun. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Focus. And then the shawl to make with fractal spun yarn, which is fantastic. A gorgeous shawl. And color with a twist, how to spin styles to affect your yarn. So I'm not quite sure what this is. I need to read this. I'm really behind. I haven't watched podcasts since like the summer. I'm behind on reading all my magazines. I have like 5 issues of The Knitter to catch up on. I've been busy. Oh, it's woolen and worsted, which is great. So it's how that affects color, which is fantastic. I would love to know that because I am still new and I don't really know. Here's an example. This one is woolen spun, and this one is worsted spun. So that's really interesting. So I definitely want to read this. Ooh, pretty fiber. Blending colorways with hand-dyed fibers. So I think that's about picking 2 different colored fibers and how to blend them together, and fantastic. I have not done that yet because I'm not brave enough to. Stealth reviews, which is fantastic. It's where they have 4 well-known fiber people, but they don't tell you who they are. They give like a little bit of information so you can figure it out. And then they're reviewing, what are they reviewing this time? Blending boards, which is great. So, because then the reviewer can say whatever they want. They don't have to worry about impacting them or their business. And there's a knit it for these color work mittens of lovely scariness, because color work still scares me. And I think that's about it. Yep, that's about it. So really, really good magazine. I'm not done it yet. I'm really enjoying it though, like thoroughly enjoying it, especially now that I'm spinning again, which is awesome. Cows. So, me and Katie and I, Katie of the Cotswold Knitter, sorry Katie, podcast, we're doing a rainbow cowl. Mine is open for anything rainbowy, started before November or whatever, just as long as it's finished by November, because Christmas is coming. I feel like a Stark. Christmas is coming and I don't want you to have to worry about starting something new for the cowl. Hers is from November, the beginning of November until the end of November. And anything that's rainbowy or inspired by rainbows. So you can do the Catch the Rainbows pattern or any other pattern that has rainbows in it. Hers is fireworks as well. Mine's just rainbows. Any rainbow yarn, bright yarns. If you use any of my yarns, like Balloon Room or Rainbow Dash or anything, then you get an extra entry, so just post an extra picture. And that's that. I will go into mail. So I got a new hole punch, so I was able, Katie sent it, I bought it, so I could able to put in my own pages in my A5 file effects, which is awesome. So I have bought pages from DIY Fish, and I drew in these lines here and added the months, and then here's my section for podcasting. Here's my to-dos. Here's my, each week of the month, I have my to-do list, my task list, and I have income and expenses, which I'm not really using, so I want to kind of switch that. I also got a new divider set from Personalizer in the mail. So I have a section for, that was my month section. Here's my weekly calendar section. Here is my club section, which I have divided with other dividers here. I have, oh, I don't remember what I was going to call this, but here's another one. I have an inventory section. And I have a financial section. This is just my business binder. And I also made my own little today marker thing. So it's okay. What else came in the mail? I got some racks! I got a really nice rack from Cece from the Geeky Girls Knit podcast. So it's Happy Fall with some washi tapes. And then she sent me a button. Come on, focus. Okay, there you go. And then she sent me some mini skeins. Thank you, Cece! If you haven't checked out her podcast, it's a mother-daughter podcast, Cece and Damaris, and it's called The Geeky Girls Knit. They do what they're reading. They also talk about what shows they watched. They're huge Doctor Who fans, Sherlock fans. They are currently living in Edinburgh, and you should check them out. They're awesome. I love that podcast. Although I'm behind, sorry. I also got a rack in the mail, another one, from someone in the UK as well, named Bridget. Bridget. Whoop, whoop. Come on. Here we go. And she sent me these cute little magnetic butterflies. They open up like this, and they go on your paper. So this is a paper rack. These cute little butterfly paper clips. Little owly notepad. Come on. Come on. Okay, you get the picture. It's a little owl. Want sticky notes. Sorry, my camera's having a problem with the light and the focusing. This really, really cute Spots and Stripes pastel mini notepad. So it's all these little notepads, and then you just peel it off here, and it keeps the ridge shape. It's really cute. I'm saving them. They're so cute. These 3 gorgeous cards, and it's not just that they're pretty, it's that they're actually gorgeous is the brand. And some Garfield stickers. Thank you, Bridget! Also, in the mail, sorry, this is gonna be a long show. I'm already like 22 minutes. Wow! Purple molded! I can't get the color right. Oh, that's kind of better. Kind of. It's a really gorgeous color. Maybe I'll be blinded and this will work. Hold on. Oh! There we go. That's better. Look at that. It's a little shiny, but gorgeous. So I have turned it into my wallet. So change in this zipper. Here's my cash. Here's some of my cards, receipts. In the back, in this pocket here, I have like my health card and birth certificate and stuff tucked away hidden. There's a pocket here. And then it's basically the same as my other one, except it's really full. And I am adding a new section called like lists and projects. So I'm working on it. So that's the index for it. So it's basically the same. It's just purple and soft and squishy and gorgeous, and I love it. I'll just show you my last few weeks of pretty displays. So we have, this was last week. So it's purple polka dots. And then it was purple for the lines and blue for the hydrate. This is blue with this to separate the weekend. It's blue for the lines and the dots, and then purple for the hydrate. Then next week I did red for Remembrance Day. I don't really like how this one turned out. Red, these are black, hydrate's black. But then the week after that, look at this! Blue with black, blue, and then I put stars on them, and those are blue too. And then gold. So pretty! And that's it for that. Sorry for those who don't really care about paper stuff. I'm going over it really quick. Okay. Pattern testers! So I am looking for size 56 and 72 to test my Despicable Spirals pattern. Get in contact with me. I will open a thread in the Ravelry group, and you can post there if you're willing to test for me. I'm looking for it to be tested by the end of November, and then I can get pictures from you and make sure it works, and then I can get it posted up. So let me know, please! Oh, also looking for a size 60. I have done my parents' size 60, and I think it's off, so I need someone to double check. So, because I have the 64 covered, so I need 50, 6, 60, and 70. Let me know. On 2.5 or whatever needles to get regular sock gauge. Contest! So, I'm sorry I still haven't sent out the contest for September. I will do that when I send out the contest for October. I'm working on it. So the winner for the contest for October, the Halloween Cal, is Annette Loves Yarn. So it's Hobbies by Annette. She changed her name to On Knitting on Instagram, I think. So Annette, get in contact with me and I will send out your prize. I'm pretty sure, I haven't really decided. I think I'm gonna say it's a pattern worth $6 or less on Ravelry, and possibly a coupon for my shop if you want it. Yeah, so let me know. And shop stuff. So I will say goodbye to you now if you don't care about shop stuff, but shop stuff, I have some themes that I want to run by you for the quarterly clubs. I'm calling them quarterly clubs because they're going to run every 3 months. So the next one will start in January, so January, February, March, and will end in, obviously ends in March, but signups will start in December. Let me get to the right page here. Okay, so the themes that we have for you to choose from, we as in Katie and I. Katie is going to be supplying the stitch markers. I am still working out who's going to be supplying the bag for this one, but it'll either be JST Lamont or a surprise person, we'll see. And the themes are Harry Potter, Firefly, Downton Abbey, or other. So you can submit your own theme. And so there's that. I will post a vote in the thread, or I'll make a thread for it in the group. And you can vote until mid-November, because I have to get this worked out so I can have the sign-ups in December. So you have lots of time to sign up and you know what you're getting and get stuff worked out. So there's that. Also, the awesome, super fun Club of the Month non-club. I still don't know what to call it. The Game of Thrones one is over, and I had a lot of fun doing it, so I'm going to do it again. But I need to work some things out first. So, and it takes time to get the stitch markers ordered and get all of the other stuff ready to go. So Katie's going to be supplying the stitch markers from now on. So she's ordered some for the first month, which is going to be January. So we're going to start up again in January, and it's going to be The Hobbit. And I'm not telling you anything else other than that. So we have The Hobbit, and then would you like to know what the whole list for the actual club and then the Club of the Month club themes are, or would you like to have it a surprise, or let me know what you feel on that. Then Girl on Fire, I have to show you. So this is going to be released tomorrow, so probably released by the time you get up and are aware. This one is going to be, there's only going to be 4 for now. I am kind of sort of out of sparkle base until the store restocks and they ship me more, which sucks. I'm really sorry. So I have enough to fulfill all the orders. I'm not that terrible. I've managed it. I have enough to fill the orders. I have this one. I have 3 left to dye for this if you want it, and if not, I'm just saving them until I get my orders refilled. So very, very limited. It's called Girl on Fire, and it is for the new release of the Catching Fire movie, and it's reds, yellows, oranges, and black, and I think it just screams Katniss. I love it. If you've read the books, you'll kind of get it a little more. It's fantastic. The colors I can't really... Hold on, I'll get blinded again. Ah! There we go. It's kind of... Oh, there we go. You can see the sparkle. It's reds and yellows and black. The yellow is kind of washing out with the light. It's a lot more yellow and fiery. There we go. So there's only going to be 4. So let me know if you want it. It's so pretty. Also, Christmas pre-orders. I am dyeing up a couple Christmas yarns, and I'm going to dye them on Emperor for now, and if you want to wait, you can order them on Sparkle. The one I'm going to be showing you is on Sparkle, but it's actually going to be on Emperor. I will probably sell the Sparkle one. I might keep it. I'm sorry. So I will let you know. I'm going to probably dye that up, and I'll show you. I'll just release it and you can pre-order it. I don't want to dye like a whole bunch of them because with Halloween I went kind of crazy and dyed a whack load, and I still have 5 left that I have to sell. They're still sitting around. So I don't want to dye like a whole bunch of Halloween color or Christmas colors and only have like 2 or 3 sell, because not everyone likes Christmas. So there's that, and I think that's it. It's been like over 30 minutes, like almost 40 minutes. Wow, that's a long show. So I'm going to get this processed and ready to go as quick as possible. And I hope I see you next week. Happy crafting. Bye!